Good evening. It's your girl Smalley Brown coming in to say hello. Hola, ¿cómo estás? How are you guys doing? Hope you are saying hello, Miss Tia. Good evening, everyone. Come on in, come on in. Thank you so much. Today, I just want to talk about my new webinar that I am having. I host a monthly relationship goals webinar for tips. I help you guys in your relationships, and it's been a while, so it's back. I'm excited because I had it going every month. Hello to you too. Every month, January, February, March, and then COVID hit, and we all got derailed. So I'm back, and it's called Overstepping Your Boundaries. Go figure, right? So yes. The relationship webinar is about overstepping your boundaries. A lot of us enter into more women. I'm talking to my ladies right now. You heard that saying that says men marry and hope things don't change. Women marry and hope things change. And that is a huge issue. I mean, a huge issue. In my coaching practice, the problem is everyone is like, oh, I love him, but when this is different. Oh, I can't wait to be his wife, but when this is different. You know, when we were dating, I really thought that this would change. That is the issue. You have a mission to transform and change your spouse. You have he is a DIY project, and that is not cool at all. Let me make sure my sound is up. That is not cool. So the webinar, July 25th, the bit.ly link is in my post that I just did. It's my latest post, so go check it out. I am talking about overstepping your boundaries and how that can be detrimental, how it can backfire, and some of the things that, how they can retaliate. I mean, hello, thank you for joining. Nobody wants to be changed. But I also, in the webinar, I'm going to show you how to help facilitate change, which is different, because you can't change someone who doesn't want to be changed. That is the thing. You can't go into a relationship saying, yes, I like him or her, but when she does this better, when he can do that, when he's finally in this job, things will be better. Because I tell my clients, you can't love him now. You can't love him later. You have to love someone right now, and you have to love them through it. So I'm going to go down through the steps. I'm going to help you start to realize and understand and learn how you can change. And I hate even saying change someone, because you physically can't change anyone. No one can change anyone. The person has to want to change. The only people you can change are your kids. That's it. And yourself. But other than that, you cannot change a grown man, and you cannot change a grown woman. But what you can do is genuinely, for no self-gain, for nothing other than helping that person grow as a human, and not for you, like I said, self-gain, then yes, that is possible. You can facilitate the change. You can bring books. You can watch videos with them. You can go to coaching classes, seminars, all kind of things. Yes, we can do that. But this undercover mission, undercover DIY project that you are trying to covertly change your spouse, that person's going to retaliate. That person is not going to receive it well, woman or man. Nobody. It's going to be a wall, defense automatically. And that is our problem. In relationships, most women are trying to change their spouse, whether it's his fashion sense, whether it's his religion, whether it's how he thinks, how he communicates. You're telling him not to do a certain thing when he's done it 30 years out of his 35 years on this earth. I mean, it's just women. It's a pride thing. It's a control thing. It's a huge control factor. We can't control anybody. You cannot control someone. So I hope you guys are getting something from this. I wanted to be really quick, really short and sweet. I just wanted to come on and let you know that I'm having a relationship goals webinar, and it is titled Overstepping Your Boundaries, because that's exactly what you're doing when you are covertly undercover, have this mission to change your spouse. It is not cool. I mean, I don't know if it's ever been done to you on the flip side, but really you got to put yourself in the shoes of, my spouse is trying to change me. That is not cool. And it doesn't feel good. It really doesn't. And nobody reacts to that too well. So July 25th, the information is in my last post. It is titled Relationship Goals. If you are interested, then there are 15 slots available. I love my webinars to be very intimate and very small because we can talk better. We can get your questions answered. The bigger, it's harder to really one-on-one, but the smaller the intimacy, it's easier to get your questions asked. It's going to be about 45 minutes. I will do the talking and the showing you what it is you're doing so that you can get a clear picture of what it is you think you're doing, but what you're really doing is totally opposite. And then we'll have time at the end for a Q&A, just so that you can actually get some of your questions answered, anything that you feel, just to kind of understand, what about this? Yes, that's a mission to change your spouse. What about this? Yes, that's a covert DIY, your husband is not your project type thing. So I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know. Check it out in my my latest post. It gives you all the details, all the information, when it is, time, how you can pay. The first 3 people to sign up will get a free one-on-one complimentary session with me, so we can dive a little deeper. I'm just out here trying to help you guys in your relationships. We all want love. We all desire to be loved, want to give love, but it seems like the more we run to it, the more it eludes many of us. And that's why there's issues. We all have issues. We are all in some kind of way broken. We're all selfish in some kind of way. No one's not selfish. We're human. It is what it is. We're all about me, my, and I. And relationships are all about you, us, and we. And that's hard. That's a hard turn off. That's a hard switch to just bloop, turn on once you say I do. It takes practice. It takes work. It takes being conscious. It takes being conscious-minded of your relationship. It takes being willing. It takes being a sacrifice willingly. And it takes turning the other cheek. It takes being okay with, I'm not going to fight for this, but I'm going to fight for that. It takes being able to say, you know what, I'm just going to chill on this one, and learning to pick your battles. And this one right here, overstepping your boundaries, is learning to pick which ones are you okay with. Not every situation needs to be a fuss fight. Not every situation needs to be a disagreement. Some just be like, you know what, that is who he is, that is who she is, and I'm just going to accept it and agree and deal with it and learn to accept it. Hello, how are you doing? I'm just wrapping it up. Just talking about my relationship webinar that I am having, and just giving people the rundown on how relationships are more than just saying I do, walking down the aisle. It's a huge commitment of a willing sacrifice, turning the other cheek, compromise, more than you know, way more than you know. It's not 50-50, it's 100-100. And to be honest, what I tell my clients is it's mainly being a servant. Being a wife is a servant. Being a husband is a servant. Because if you are not serving that other person, you're not married. You will not stay married. Hello, thank you for joining. To be married and not be a willing servant to your spouse is a detriment to your marriage. You have to be willing, because they can feel it. They can sense it. So I just wanted to thank you guys for joining. Right? Right. You have to be a willing servant, because if you're not, I mean, we can look at all of our past relationships. What you were not willing to compromise on was what hurt your relationship. What you were not willing to bend on was the same thing. It hurt your relationship. Now, we have our deal breakers, absolutely. But if it's not a deal breaker, then why can't you compromise? And the beginning of this, I said, this is a relationship goals webinar that I'm having on overstepping your boundaries. We overstep our boundaries by trying to change our spouse. We overstep our boundaries by trying to make him a DIY project. And I tell them all the time, because the only thing I hear is, oh my God, when he's this, when he's that, I can love him better. We will be in a great place. But if you can't love him where he is now, then you definitely can't love him when he gets to that better place. You can't. Because he has to get there, and guess who has to help him? You. Guess who has to help her? You. So we help that person grow. I tell every person, you will learn the one thing that helps your spouse grow. In the webinar, you will learn the one thing that helps your spouse grow. And it's not what you think at all. It is completely, you'll never even be able to guess it, because we are that selfish as people. So thank you guys for joining. I just wanted to come on here real quick and let you guys know about my relationship webinar tips are back. They will be monthly. They are on my app. So if you're not on my app, with my app community, it's theresetapp.com. You can sign up. It is a free community, but there are things in there that you can purchase. There's videos. There's all kind of, it's a community of like-minded women who are fighting for their marriage, standing in the gap for their marriage, warring with their marriage, and in a happy place with their marriage. It's just a community to help people grow. So thank you guys, and you guys have a wonderful evening. Deuces.